Well, hello friends, Fujosevic here. Welcome to some more Elemental Shaman, the deck that I think I'm going to use to push to rank 10, and then we'll start having some fun. And if I do continue to play a whole bunch of Elemental Shaman, if it takes me a little bit of time, I know we're at rank 12, hopefully it doesn't take us too long. But if it does take us a little bit of time, and we're coming up against a secret mage, just in case we're curious. Turn 1 was Cabal Lackey into a secret, which we still don't know have any information about, because all we've done is our Jade Claws. So we really have no idea what this could be, and that obviously is telling us nothing. I don't know that I want to use a coin here. We could coin out something. Let's coin out the Stonehill Defender, just because we can get something awesome now. Do we need healing is the question, or do we want Tazdingo? We want Tazdingo more. And so this is now obviously not Mirror Entity or Potion of Polymorph, and because we use the coin, it's not going to be a counterspell either, which is cool. But this could be Spellbender, which would be bad. But would it be bad enough to force a Hex? And I'm going to go with a no. And say it's time for Tazdingo. Because here's the thing. We could hit him with the Servant of Kalamos on turn 5 if we Hot Spring right now. And then we have 5 power on board. Right? We can test for stuff here. So it's either Ice Block or still maybe... What was the spell I just said? Spellbender. The secret, excuse me. So yeah, we're going to be doing a whole bunch of Elemental Shaman to push to 10. And then I want to do a whole bunch of Silence Priest and Elemental Priest and things like that. And maybe we'll branch out a little bit more outside of Priest. But Priest is just the deck that's having lots and lots of fun. For me. But I just want to get to that next rank floor, really. And then we can kind of have fun after that, just to make sure we don't fall too much more. See, I mean, like this right here, this is okay to me, simply just because it's a lot of resources that got used, and we know this isn't going to cause any problems for Kalamos. Oh, what's the best? Fire Ellie's the best, right? Deal 3 damage. And then Earth Elemental, because Earth Elemental is just a tank, right? Let's get the Fire Ellie. So if this just simply trades in, we're laughing. We're loving that. But if this eats a fireball and then we take 5 face damage, then we're taking 10 face damage because of Fire Ellie. So we could be in a little bit of trouble. Yeah. So now it looks like we get into a little bit of trouble. But I am tempted to actually Lightning Storm, because if we roll a 3 here, if we roll a 3 there, we're laughing. What else could we do? We can go 3. Maybe we do just actually Lightning Storm here. Well, yeah, kill it no matter what. Oh, so good. And I think we do just Maelstrom. Because at this point, I don't want to get too low. We're still going up against Mage, and Mage is always... Oh, talking about not getting too low in terms of health. That's probably the best 1-drop we could have gotten. I can't think of a better 1-drop right now. Primordial Glyph, that could be scary just because it could be more fireballs and more direct damage and things like that. But that's honestly fine, because we do have Hot Spring Guardian and we will have a Kalamos eventually. Okay, well this resets keeping track of all the secrets. So we know one of them is Ice Block or Spellbender, and then this one is going to be a whole lot of something. How do we do this? I guess we can just double attack in. Play the 3, or do we just go big and play the 4? Like if we had the mana, I would totally play the Fire Elemental.
What to do?
No, I wouldn't actually, just because of fear of Mirror Entity, because we can't also remove it. The only reason why I'm holding back the Hex is if this is Spellbender, we're going to be in a bit of trouble because we're not going to be able to take it out. Which is why I'm thinking of just double trade and then heal. Like we only go down to 20. Well, actually we get healed up. So that's pretty good. And then we also get a totem, which is nice. So let's attack first. In the event that we do get Mirror Entity. And it looks like no Mirror Entity. No Potion of Polymorph. So we can still have counter spells, ice blocks, things like that. Our opponent's kind of running out of resources, but it's Mage, so they're going to have Arcane Intellect at some point. And then we also do need to actually check for Counterspell and Vaporize. Just for when Antonitis shows up later on. Because again, this is Mage, and if it's a control-y, maybe this top, you know, this secret... Oh, Greater Arcane Missiles. Hello. How do we do this? We don't need to go fast right now, right? Like, I feel like we can't afford to go slow. White Eyes? White Eyes. And we'd already tested for Mirror Entity and Potion of Polymorph, so getting a big 5/5 taunt down that has a super cool death rattle, in the event that this game goes long, that is. Opponent's just going face here, so we obviously need to start somehow finding our Kalamos. Because, you know, that's a thing that you can do. You can just wish for... You can just wish for your minions. We'll go this way. We'll test here just in the event that it's Vape Nation. It's not, which is cool. And then we'll just start smacking face. So we're either going to eat a whole bunch of resources to have our opponent clear our board, or we're going to start really doing a whole bunch of damage. And then I'm expecting this first one probably to have been ice. Oh, what the heck? Oh, okay, I was going to say that has to be face, right? And if this is Pyroblast, we lose, because we can't heal anymore. Dang. That stinks. Oh, that would really stink if it is, eh? We can probably pop now. We can't. 2+4, we set our opponent at 1. Or do we set out a bigger minion? No, we'll go to 1. No, we can't even do it. That's okay. There's Counterspell. We knew that was coming, and we weren't going to be able to pop anyways. So we have to dodge Pyroblast. Uh-oh. That could be lethal. That could be lethal off the Discover. And we don't have space for our own heals. Which is horrible right now. Oops. The thing is, this deck does have a whole bunch of healing, right? And we have more Servant of Kalamos to be able to discover with and things like that. So the issue is actually if our opponent... If our opponent had it all along and was just BMing with a slow play, which I guess is a viable option, right? That was not activated. We'll just go as slow as we can here. Do we do this in clear? I think we're gonna actually... yeah, let's do it this way. This honestly might not matter, the way we're doing this. But what we're gonna do is now kill off our own minion. What was that secret? Oh my goodness, what was that? I thought it was Ice Block the whole time, that's why I was setting it up. Amazing, I'll take it. I'm not... Can't be mad about that, right? That happens, that's fine. Oh my goodness, Warlock alert. So we are going to go ahead and play a little aggressively to get rid of Malchezaar's Imp. And we're going to go ahead and coin out both of our little Firefly, excuse me, and Flame Elemental. I knew one of them was a type of fire, Flame Elemental. So our opponent has a little Malchezaar action going on nice and early. Oh, this is going to be so good for us. And this game might be over before it even started. We actually have the option of Jade Claws, but I like not being overloaded. Simply so that we can taunt up next turn with the Tar Creeper. And do a little bit of work that way. And then that also denies the Malchezaar's Imp. That's also kind of terrifying. But now we are going to have to Jade Claws this turn. And that's actually... Maybe that doesn't even matter, but... In terms of the positioning of the side, which side this comes out on. But this is actually, oof. So this is just some sort of Zooey disco lock, which is cool. Definitely not a, oh, whoa. Oh my goodness, now we have decisions. This to me is a no decision. Oh, actually this is tough. Okay, we're playing Tar Creeper for sure, because we want to activate Kalamos, because our opponent's going to start tapping now. And now the question is, do we want to risk this growing out of control? No, I think Malkazar is more important. Because then horrible things can happen. And the fact that this is getting buffed now as a 3-mana 5/5. Oh my goodness. Okay. Terrifying stuff. I mean, this gets taken out though. Yeah, we just discover here. Blaze Caller will show up eventually. Healing? No, we're gonna heal next turn and do other stuff. And I feel like we're basically okay. Our opponent can buff this twice, but because we're at 4, the breakpoint's really good for Maelstrom Portal, and then Maelstrom's gonna help us clear out a whole bunch of other minions. Oh, and we're gonna hang on to our Servant of Kalamos. We might actually heal. No, we're not. I was gonna say we might heal Servant of Kalamos, but we're not gonna do that. That would be probably silly. We need to heal face a little. Or do we? No. We'll play it safe here. I don't want to do silly things. I mean, I do want to do silly things, but not that level. We're not quite at that level. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Yes, that's one of the reasons why we healed face instead of the 4/1, because right now 4/1 doesn't matter. Okay, so I've been getting a whole bunch of cool feedback about how I'm not using Spirit Echoes, which is great. I love when people actually, when any of you let me know when I'm doing things that are, let's say, suboptimal. I'm going to go ahead and trade this way to hang on to the 4/1. Not that Spirit Echo is going to matter, but I definitely have not played enough with this card, or played enough this season, to be honest. Still sitting at rank 12. And there's nothing wrong with these ranks, but I'm just saying I have been climbing a little bit faster the past few seasons. So we're going to go ahead and Servant of Kalamos and then Spirit Echo and probably do pretty well. And we'll just trade off here because I feel like there's no need to try and race when these Disco Lock decks do have a bit of burst in them. You know what I mean? Like there still can be some 8 bursts from hand. I know there's no more power overwhelming, which is nice. Hey, Argus is cool. And the issue is actually now Servant of Kalamos is actually a little bit slow. when we look at it now, it actually kind of is slow. Can we do it? Or are we going to be forced to Stonehill? I think we're going to or is Fire Elemental just so much better? Because it'll help us clear the board a little. Yeah, probably. Feel the burn indeed. Oh, wait, were there Murlocs? Oh, please don't tell me there were Murlocs. If we get Healer Taunt, we're happy. I'm not really expecting any problems the rest of this game, to be fair. But, yeah. Concede is a pretty good result when we're not looking for problems. I'll take it. And it looks like we're having a little bit of a Shaman off. And the issue is our opponent just dropped a Mana Tide, and we're not able to really do much about it. So we're going to throw down a Tar Creep, or do we throw our own Mana Tide? I really don't know how we're going to do this. I think we're just going to throw down the Creeper. Throw down that Tar Creeper and see where we go from here. Because that's actually a really, really gutsy player. I totemed, our opponent coined out their Mana Tide, and I respond with the Tar Creeper. So our opponent's going to draw for a few turns now because Tar Creeper has no... Uh-oh. Haha. And I say uh-oh because I now believe this is an Evolve deck. And we don't run Devolve. I think we need to put out the power. Or do we just Hex it at this point? Which is silly, because then this is going to cause us problems. Ooh. No, we can totally save the Hex for something once it gets evolved. Okay, we're going to see. This is actually a little bit of a scary... I'm guessing this is Evolve Shaman, which means we're going to get kind of wrecked. I think, just based on the way that these cards are matching up with us right now. Like, this is just horrible for us. We played another Elemental, not necessarily because I cared about hoping to top deck a Servant of Kalamos or anything. Oh, man. Okay. Do we attack in Hex now? Now I feel like we might be at the point where we want to do it. Just so that there's no crazy, play a couple more cards, evolve type of thing. Oh, this game has gotten out of control. I don't know what I could have done differently here. This started this game. I mean, we mulliganed away everything. We had really high cost cards and mulliganed everything. Oh, double Jade Lightning early. Early with it. Okay, so this is just an elemental deck then that runs that Nerubian Prophet for some reason? Or maybe they do have evolves in here. And we don't even know. We don't even know how those things are supposed to work. I'll just go and get rid of this. That's enough resources. So we're going to have to hit an amazing Spirit Echo on the Aya. And also somehow draw out... somehow draw out hexes ahead of time. This is going to be horrible for us. We're going to get beat down. What else? What other resources do you have, man? You can't be running a third Jade Lightning. I mean, I'm sure you'd love to be, but you aren't. Top decking Lightning Storm would be cool now. There's one hex. That's alright with me. Okay, yeah, Lightning Storm, Maelstrom Portal's cool. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, AoE is basically our way back into the game, but we don't have it right now. We are going to go ahead and do this simply so that we can AoE next turn with Kalamos. Do it the old school way, and if we do get Kalamos hexed, then we're off to the races with Aya. So we both had to, both our opponent and I, we have had to burn one early hex on suboptimal targets, I would say. Although if our opponent does just trade everything in, then, you know, no Kalamos value, but that's, you know, that's the way she goes. And there could just be Flame Tongue action, which then again, Kalamos still resets the board if that is the case. Maelstrom, that's bad for us. Oh my goodness. make me waste my weapon. Play something small, play something small. Come on, you know you want to. No. Oh, going face, wow. Setting up that 2 turn. Whew. Okay, make me use oh, we're overloaded. We can't even do it. Perfect. We'll do this. We will Firefly. We'll get a Taunt Totem. And then we'll do that way. We hope we don't get Bloodlusted out. We could get Bloodlusted out of the game right now, right? 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19, our opponent needs Bloodlust Flame Tongue, which they have the mana for. Because that's 19 plus 4 is 23. We'll see how these trades work out. Maybe we get a Kalamos off. That could be terrifying. This Discover could also be horrible for us, to be honest. Okay, here we go. Ooh, our opponent's going to be way ahead on that draw, though. You going to break your Divine Shield? No? That's unfortunate for me. Okay. I did say AoE is going to be the way that we kind of reset the board, right? Oh boy, okay, we're going 3 to all enemy minions. This is just the Lightning Storm animation, right? Yeah, it is. And we are going to be playing one more of these. And there's still a bit of power on board, obviously, not a whole heck of a lot. And the Jade Lightnings are both gone from our opponent, which is nice. Not that I'm expecting Kalamos to hang out with us today. But it's just good to see that, you know, it's there. And thing from below, we just run into that. That's terrifying. Oh, our opponent got off a little bit of a better Spirit Echoes than we are going to. Oh my. Okay, well, it's one thing gone, I guess. We could definitely use our last hex. Do we have another hex? I think we do. Well, that's one dead, 2 dead. A little bit of overkill, to be fair. But I think this is basically how we're gonna... I mean, we can't even say we're getting back into the game when our opponent is just gonna refill their hand. Oh! We got Spirit Echoed out of it. This is, oh, that's really good for our opponent, too. Whew. That's a great 1-drop in this situation, isn't it? And they can just throw down their 5/5s for absolutely free. Trade these off into the 2. Why not? Just get them back. Ooh, brutal for us. What if we get a Spirit Echo? What could we possibly... And play another 5/5 for free? Yeah. And another one. Woo! I don't know if that's enough. Hungry Crab. Are these also Murlocs? Oh. That'd be pretty cool if they were, though. I mean, this happens every time, right? Do we just play it out? Yeah, we do. We do because it doesn't matter. Oh, a Stonehill Defender. Oh, our opponent got off that super good Spirit Echo. That was basically our game plan in this matchup, wasn't it? Which kind of makes sense then. I mean, if we both have a very similar... Oh, this is just a loss now. What is this? Random enemy minion in hand. And we got 1/5/5 out of it. That's okay. What could we get? What sweet 7-mana taunt could we get that would make a difference this game? I'm thinking Alec... Whoa, hello. Hello. Oh, that's brutal for us. That is an awful, awful result. Hexing that, maybe? Maelstrom Portal's also a card. Out of my... Oh, Alec here is gonna come out next turn. And we hope we get some spell powers. We didn't get spell power. Oh my. We can... There we go. Now we're clearing it up. Now we're clearing this board up. Spell power would have been better, but that's okay. Would have gotten rid of this healing totem, which would have been nice. Oh boy. Yeah, that's a good answer, I guess. No more Maelstrom Portal for our opponent, so that's a thing. But then their healing stream is going to do work. Oh no! Evolve into something horrible. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that's a great thing to evolve into. Hey, Stormwind Champion's almost strong enough to be played in Shaman, isn't it? Like, that's one of those cards that basically always gets talked about. I'm not even going to be able to allocate through this now. This is awful. We just lost. Because of that. Oh. Oh, we can't even do it. And that is a super good game from our opponent. Okay, everyone. That's it for this video. That was a fun mirror. It was unfortunate that our opponent got that Spirit Echo off and we really didn't there. And that was really the big deciding factor in that game. But that's totally cool. That happens. That's Hearthstone, right? Okay, so that's going to be it, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with me. Going to continue to try and push to rank 10 with this Elemental Shaman. If you're tired of Elemental Shamans, go ahead and click one of these two buttons right here for Dragon Priest and some other types of games that or decks that I am uploading. Thanks for hanging out with me, everyone. Keep your stick on the ice.